Um, Hello, good morning. Well, lately I lost something really important in my life. It was what I believed was like, what I still believe, is like the perfect person in my life. Um, Everything's illusion, when the universe does something, it's always for a reason. And actually, like that lost helped me understand our reality better. It's not, I don't know, it's really hard to explain, because feelings and emotions are so hard to control. But basically, what happened was that I got together with a person, and she came into my life, and I lost myself, lost who I was, really, really am, who I really, really am every day. I don't know what happened, but that person has some real negative energy around her that that wants her to herself, to themselves, I guess. And when she came over, I started acting in ways that I would never do. I mean, nothing violent, nothing bad, just like I didn't feel I was myself. I wasn't meditating, I wasn't doing my yoga that I usually do every day, or going out to the gym and stuff like that. Like some people disempower you, just by because you're giving them love, I think, and they don't really love you, and it's all a game for them. I mean, but it's not that they don't love you; they love you at their level, I guess. And then if you're a highly sensitive and powerful person, you love them at another level, at a real level, where there is no games. And that's basically what destroyed me, was basically that I was real, and I don't think she really was, but she knows how to be real yet, actually. So maybe like, of course, huge difference in age. That really, really makes a huge difference in mentalities. Although she's a very old soul and sacred, definitely a sacred woman, but we all have these demons inside of us, demons. And that's it. The thing is that when you start cleaning yourself out, for instance, I don't do sugar. I'm a vegan, basically raw food almost. Uh, no tobacco anymore. Maybe I don't know, cigarette. Somebody smoking cigarette or something. I might offer me. I might take a couple drags, but I can't take it. Just feel that dirtiness in my lungs. I can't eat meat for the same reason. I feel death inside my body. Uh, then it's just like I don't do alcohol anymore because it makes me vibrate bad, and people don't realize that all these things like sugar, meat, like just being hooked to meat, being hooked to sugar, alcohol, um, like tobacco, weed, marijuana, any drugs whatsoever, heroin, whatever, cocaine. Although everybody knows those are bad. People don't know why they're bad. Basically, they're bad because the world isn't how they tell us. The world is definitely not how they tell us. The world is totally different than what they're telling us. totally different. And the thing is that there's demons that feed off people's like weaknesses, and like the people that control us through a sacred triangle. They have this triangle. The triangle means basically magic, religion, and science built into one. That's what that triangle, I believe, means. I have some real serious special powers that I wasn't conscious of until this happened to me, because the person I love had a demon entity that's um, that wants her to himself, like a voice or something, and told her to break up with me. What happened was that I was working like 12-hour shifts, just to go see this lady, like 2 or 3 days, just to have some free time with her, whatever. I was overworking myself, so I could make the same amount of money, of course. And the thing is that I wasn't driving for like 12 hours straight, so that was like all of a sudden that breakup was so sad, so sad, so sad, that I went into this like huge trance, like like I fell asleep while I was driving, but I kept on driving. Thing is that I lost my consciousness, and I woke up 3 days later with huge pain in my leg. I was possessed by this demon the 3 days that she missed me. Exactly. Telling me a bunch of worthless stories. I went into this deep, deep depression. It lasted 2 weeks. It was sad because I was in love. Still am, obviously. You can't stop loving someone. Really, if you really love them ever, you can't ever stop loving them, because love is the only thing that's real in this world. Everything else is just an illusion. People should realize that. Well, imagine this thing, that I woke up because I was hitting my leg against the doors, like unconsciously. My body woke me up from this like transic state. Woke up in hell, where I had to battle my own demons, plus the demons she sent me. And I thought I was getting beat up by Krishna, because I thought this woman was heavenly, But I wasn't getting beat up by Krishna. I was getting beat up by her demons, which I didn't know what was going on. I was just really confused, because it was like daylight, but it was daytime, but there was no light here, I didn't have like a lot of control what I was saying. There was something else talking to me. I don't know what I did in those days, because I know I was probably not too professional in my job. I do know that, because it's impossible to be professional and be like in the state I was at. I didn't get any complaints though, but it's really, really heavy situation. And now, down there, Krishna, when I asked, you know, I realized it was a spell and I was being possessed by these things. I asked Krishna for help. He didn't come, he just gave me the power, to be able to see the light and come back. When I came back, I told this lady about the spell, and instantly the spell broke. Because I guess demons can't be in two places at the same time. So he just went back to her. And it's done with me, of course, because now he can't get in me, But what I was getting to was basically that way they control us on this planet is basically through our vices, through our weaknesses, like meat, products, alcohol, tobacco, sex, porn, all these things are demons that the people that control us feed to control. They're doing this like sex magic because mind control through the demons inside of us and waking them up through sugar, through salt, through meat, through alcohol, through tobacco. All the money people spend, also gasoline, and then you wonder, why some things are really like messed up, like messed up with the world, where everything's going and why everything's going. It's like because humans, we've lost it. We've totally lost the sacredness, to the connection with this universe. Because if it's like there's only one way to go, and that's the positive way. That's it. That's all you got, And that positive way is just like is the most important thing in your life, So if you're not conscious of it, you become, you only work in darkness. Of course, it's like we all have this like huge energy in us, and that energy could work one like works bad unless you're conscious of what you're doing, And once you're conscious of what you're doing, then you can work towards the light, Then your atoms, like your energy, starts flowing well, and there's only one way, and anything else is the wrong way, So basically, society doesn't have a chance to flow in the right way because we're not taught to. People are taught to be sloths. They're taught to be lazy. They're taught that it's cool to be lazy. It's cool not to work. It's cool to go out and drink a beer and get fat and destroy your kidneys, destroy your liver, Get, obese. That's cool, man. Smell like alcohol. That's fucking so cool, To like completely finish your job and spend like inside, like maybe an office where you're not even breathing fresh air, and go out and smoke a cigarette, and pollute your lungs with like worse air. That's psychotic, Our society is like it's being controlled by demons right now. And the sad thing about it is that people aren't doing anything about this change, at all. I'm glad I went through this ordeal. I went to hell, and and I'm back. I saw who I was down there, Saw my real spirit. My spirit is like very, really rare and powerful entity. I have a divine self, and things like that are like are very important because we all have this like divine self inside of us. We're all like actually gods, and we all belong to like a certain planet or in the universe or a star. I'm like a very, very powerful like dark matter god of molten lava and dark earth. And I hold some of the secrets of the real history of mankind. I know where we came from, what happened, before Atlantis. I know what the pyramids were used for. And it's a really, really crazy story. It's totally different than what they pyramids were used to destroy planets. They're actually generators of energy. And they destroyed a planet called Tiamat, which was called Satan, long, long time ago. And that planet was basically where giants came from. We actually were gigantic beings that, for a time, were hunted and wiped out. And for like 1,000,000 years, we were hunted. Only 8,000 of us lived through those 1,000,000 years, and they just cleaned us out from our past, completely erased our intergalactic supernatural powers from us, and made us into the human we know now, addicted to cheap thrills, like cheap sex, cheap drugs, and alcohol. And the thing is that that we've been in this game, and maybe it's time to get out of it. Best way to start is, of course, cleanliness around you, and knowing yourself and your addictions, and knowing that each little, like sugar is a demon. It brings out the demons inside of you. It's not good for your body. So your body creates its own sugar just eating fruits and vegetables, right? And alcohol is a demon because when you drink it, you're not yourself. Weed's the funnel for demons to come into your body. It opens up the gateways for demons to come in, and making somebody else that you're not. You're not really yourself. You're something else. People aren't just have this huge problem that they're like comfortable, with themselves. They're not really comfortable with themselves, so they can't really go beyond. But I definitely think that it's time to thrive, to go forward and realize that cleanliness, real cleanliness in our spirits, in our souls, in our actions, and in a spiritual way is the only way we can get out of this world, and create a real world that's going to be full of compassion, full of love, and understanding. That's what I'm trying to give out now, because I understood that inside that hell, I understood exactly what was going on with the people who are homeless, people that don't have, like you find on the street, they're drunk and whatever, And before I used to be like, oh my God, what's wrong with that person, dude, And when people told me they were depressed, I'd be like, oh my God, why can't they just smile, And now I know exactly what's going on, It's just like they're trapped inside their heads and there's no way out. So, I don't know, I'll probably make something about the Akashic sessions and whatever, the Akashic records I got in my mind about what really is the history of mankind and who we really are and what's going on. But we can all do that. We can all connect to that, So, I'll just doing my mantras and whatever. I don't think you want to listen to that, but thank you for your time and have an awesome day.